coaches, and the spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, and any other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited.
Three. Referee three. Referee Mike test. One, two, three.
this time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Lancers of Worcester State University, led by head coach Adam. And now, please welcome your 2022 Bridgewater State University Bears. Led by Pete Evans, Jared Alves, James Wood, Adam Crouch, Steven Sylvia. The head coach of the Bears is BSU alum and Bears athletics hall of famer Joe Marriott. Coach Marriott is assisted by Winnie Boyd, Terry Branch, John Lyons, Galen Gilsomino, Eric Pablo.
The MASCAC campaign continues. Bears football looking for their third straight victory and a 500 record, but first they have to get through the Lancers of Worcester State University. Good morning, almost afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University. I'm Matt Donahue, he's David Souza, and today a very, very important day in this year's MASCAC campaign for the Bears. They currently sit 2-3 overall, 2-1 in the MASCAC, and in order to establish both a 500 record and MASCAC conference dominance, they need to get the job done here today, something they've certainly done in their last two victories, but this game every bit as important.
The last time these two teams matched up was last season. James Cahoon had 192 yards and 2 touchdowns, but Adam Couch, 190 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. If Bridgewater is looking to win, they're going to have to do that again with Adam Couch.
Cahoon, a lot of work on his shoulders today, but he's ready to get it done, it would seem. Bears lead the all-time series against the Lancers, 24-11.
Won the toss,
including 11-7.
and defers the choice to the second half.
Including 11-7 here at home. Last year they met 49-13. Bears came away with a victory. They're looking to repeat that or do even better. Bridgewater will receive here in the first half.
Again, the last matchup, Aaron Moses Williams, the quarterback for Worcester, 116 yards, no touchdowns, but an interception. Where backup quarterback Mike Lovelace came in for the same amount of yards and a touchdown. Their leading receiver, I believe this is actually the running back, Amir Wells, had 79 yards on the ground.
Two quarterbacks with a lot of work to get done. Cahoon certainly, you mentioned Cahoon earlier, he's put together quite the season so far. 93 of 147 pass attempts. Second in the conference for completions. 11th in all of Division III for passing touchdowns. Tied for 18th in points responsible for. Quite the record he's got. We'll take a breather as we give a listen to our national anthem. The Bridgewater State University pep band playing us on and getting us ready for 4 quarters and maybe some more of MASCAC football action. As we mentioned, 2 teams in different places. Bears just under 500 season-wide, but 2-1 in the MASCAC, looking to set themselves up for a pretty spectacular 3-1 conference record if they win today. Worcester State comes into this match 1-3. They're split 1-1 in MASCAC play. They're looking to come out of last week's bye week and establish a much better pattern than they've often been facing so far this year.
Absolutely. The Bears have one of the most explosive offenses in the entire MASCAC. James Cahoon with over 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns to only 3 receptions. Adam Couch, not much of a receiver, but still 672 all-purpose yards and 5 total touchdowns. Has a receiving touchdown this year, has over 100 receiving yards this year. He's playing having a great season for himself, as he typically always does. And Cal Torres, leading receiver, 266 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, Torres is a guy who gets it done in the air. Couch primarily a rushing guy, but he can absolutely steal as many yards as he pleases often in the rush game. Couch can. 93 carries, 511 yards, 4 touchdowns, and even some receptions. It's not his primary game, but it's something in which he's certainly competent. He leads the MASCAC 5.5 yards per carry, tied for the lead in rushing TDs.
The game is underway now. Big return here.
Working it up and taken down at about the 31. A valiant effort by Marcus Carpenter, the freshman from Hope, Rhode Island, and we're underway.
We got to give credit to those blockers, but also the speed on Carpenter there to find the lane and take it and get as many yards as he possibly could out there.
Carpenter in just his first year with this program, but already in the starters group. Bears are going to start from their own 31, as we mentioned. Cahoon ready to get this thing underway. Handoff. And not a whole lot of distance at all for Zachary Souza.
I believe that's Adam Couch at running back.
Oh, correction, Couch.
Couch, not much on that run there, but
I saw a curve at the top and a 1.
All right.
Misread. Couch, as we mentioned, primarily a rush game guy. 12 carries, as you see on your screen, and 119 yards last week. A dominant performance for him versus Fitchburg. Cahoon will go, and he's sacked. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Laying the pain down is Tyler Schaubs. And Cahoon goes down for a loss on the play. Check this out. He pokes right around.
Just unblocked. Direct hit onto the quarterback. Cahoon goes down.
Tough play. Schaubs absolutely brutal on the sack. And Cahoon will try to recover. It's 3rd and long. Up over to Couch. He's going to break. He's going to keep going. Did he muscle through? Yes, he did. 1st down.
We mentioned earlier that Couch isn't much.
Flag on the play, back by the 31.
We mentioned earlier that Couch isn't much of a receiver, but as you can see, he gets the ball on a short screen pass and takes the distance for the 1st down, barring this flag.
There is no foul for an ineligible downfield. The pass was caught behind the line. 1st down, Bridgewater.
So no foul on the play. The flag apparently was in error. And it is a Bridgewater State 1st down from Cahoon to Couch. Again, we mentioned Couch very capable when he needs to be of playing in the air.
Cahoon invited the pressure there and let Adam Couch do all the work.
1st and 10. Cahoon another handoff to Couch. He's working, sliding through, 1st down and a lot more. He's rolling, trying to catch up with him and finally pulling him down within the 10.
Again, credit to the blockers there, but just the hole was wide open. He just took it and ran with it. Here's the run again. Couch evading tacklers, breaks 1 tackle, just keeps running and refuses to go down.
Couch took all 205 pounds and found a space.
Another run again. This is William Pointer. Pointer taken down within the 5-yard line.
1st and a hair's breadth.
Here's the run again.
Pointer picks up 6 on the play. And Will Pointer, another ground guy by trade.
Last season, Couch had no receptions. This year, he's doing pretty well for himself.
2nd and goal to go for the Bears. Cahoon takes, hands off, breaking through for 6 is Adam Couch.
Adam Couch, a relentless runner, and knows how to finish these runs. Just run through somebody and gets into the end zone. Absolute amazing drive there by Adam Couch.
Adam Couch doing Adam Couch things. He breaks around on the rush, goes right in, and Bears in their first drive, a touchdown.
Couch helped them convert that 3rd and long at the first set of downs and just kept running. Was not going to be stopped.
Joey Nazo puts it through for one more. Last week, Joe Nazo set a new program record in extra points. Knocked 10 through the uprights, went 10 of 11 overall in that game.
Lancers 0.
And Bears, his fellow kicker, Shane Drake, I should say, picked up for the Bears some more hardware. Their 2nd consecutive MASCAC Special Teams Player of the Week honors.
So you see quarterback James Cahoon after that excellent drive. Bears are on the board. First to break the uprights. Well, not break the uprights. Break the line into the end zone. That's what I was trying to say.
Drake will be the one responsible for kickoff, typically his domain.
Drake having an excellent season so far this year. As we mentioned, the MASCAC Special Teams Player of the Week just a few weeks ago. But was it for his punting as he kicks it? It's caught and returned.
Catch made, rolling up with it. And stuffed down is Polchlepek, the freshman. Lancers will take over. Check it out on the return. Bears defense gave him maybe a bit more than they would like. Took him down around the 38. They'll spot him closer to the 37.
It was freshman Marcus Bass with that return. An excellent return, but again, credit to the blockers. You get nothing done in this game without blockers. So just excellent return, found the speed, found the hole.
And now the offensive work falls on the shoulders of the Springfield native, Aaron Moses Williams, the grad student out of Springfield Central. First and 10 from the 37. Handoff on the play, up over and getting a couple is Amir Mells, fellow grad student from the city of Boston, played his high school ball in Natick.
Again, Mells is met by defenders but gets a few yards out of there. So far in the season, with 204 yards coming into this game.
2nd and 6 for the Lancers from their own 41. Another handoff again to Mells, and he gets absolutely butchered right at the 40.
He was met behind the line by linebacker Cody Satomi and gets nothing out of it. Great play by the defense there. That's no gain.
Early on, Lancers facing some offensive trouble. Bears defensive line, giving them work. 3rd and 6. Williams opts to pass, complete and out of bounds. Rolls Maurice with a big grab for first down.
It looked like a great defensive play. Quarterback was under pressure, finds his receiver. There's nothing the defender could do there. Perfectly placed ball. And that's a first down for Worcester State, their first of the game.
Worcester State comes in 3rd in MASCAC in scoring offense. They averaged exactly 26 points a game. Another handoff to Mells. He's going to break for about 4.
These offenses are very explosive. They have the chance. The defense does not seem to have an answer so far. That was a great run, great tackle. Both teams are going to be fighting hard this game in order to get to some sort of advantage.
Mells comes into this game with 43 carries, 204 yards. He can get slippery for these Lancers when he needs to. 2nd and 6. Back. Williams will play. Big toss. And Maurice, first down and a good chunk, and they are deep into Bears territory now.
That was tight end Jordan Maurice out of Salem as is wide open down the middle of the field. No one around him. Just falls down and gets marked down. But excellent play, an excellent catch, going airborne for it.
Maurice out of Bishop Fenwick, young guy seeing some time. Another pass attempt. He's going to try to run it himself, Williams will, and he gets stopped up at the Bears 31.
But the Bridgewater defense, they give and they take. Right there, that's number 55 for the Bears. One of the stalwarts of this defense. That is Dan Cataldo.
Cataldo, a senior, definitely somebody this defensive line relies on for big plays like that. 2nd and 15 for Worcester State. Snap a little bit high. He's going to run it himself, Williams will, for first down. And he goes down right around the Bears 11. Ball appears to be out. We'll see what the actual call is.
They're saying it's their ball.
No surprise there. And the refs agree. Zebras agree. A fumble for a turnover, and the Bears with a huge stop.
That's the risk you take when you run a quarterback draw. They're not supposed to be running, but the ball comes out. That is number 2 for the Bears. That's deliver Ibrahimi, the
Woburn native, with a big forced fumble.
A very promising drive for Worcester State ended very briefly and very swiftly by Ibrahimi.
Bears defense comes into this game 2nd in the MASCAC. In fumble recoveries, they had 4. Make that 5 now. And Cahoon takes over, albeit deep within his own zone. Handoff on the play. Who else but Couch? He rolls up for most of the 10.
We'll see that run again, but you can see Couch gets the handoff. It looks like he goes down for a second right here, but it just keeps running. It doesn't go down. He gets the second effort and just keeps going.
I wouldn't even classify that as making a man miss. He just broke right through. Another handoff.
That is another first down. Adam Couch is relentless on the ground. Just will not stop.
It's a connection that's paid off. Certainly somebody you would want with the ball in his hands. Couch comes into this game 16th in all of Division III. Not just the MASCAC, all of Division III in rushing yards. He can make a lot of space when he feels like it. First down. Play action. Cahoon airs it out. Toss clear to Pointer.
William Pointer was out of the backfield running open. The only way to stop Adam Couch is to take him out of the game. But Cahoon finds William Pointer down the field.
Not a man on Pointer for the play. Stopped technically, I would say, by Worcester's Noah Peterson, but he just jumped right over him and ended up tripping and falling. And the line of scrimmage is in Lancers territory. Cahoon, handoff, this time to Pointer, and he gets a few.
Pointer so far the biggest receiving threat in this game out of the backfield, but he'd also do his damage on the ground too. William Pointer, an excellent runner out of Milford.
Pointer, the kind of guy who can be quietly spooky for these Bears. He can be trouble if you're not expecting him.
And being spooky in October, it's a perfect time.
2nd and 3 for Bridgewater. Handoff to Pointer again. He's working around. This time he does not get nearly the distance he would have liked. He gets taken down pretty quickly by the senior Sam Dua Jr. Local guy from Worcester, stayed in his hometown to play for the Lancers. That
is an excellent tackle there. He just sort of grabs him and brings him down with him. He's like, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. We got Adam Couch back in.
Loss of a yard, 3rd and 4 for Bridgewater. Couch back in the game, as you mentioned. We'll see if he's factored in.
I imagine this is a run for Couch.
Pass. Little dumper. And rolling around for first down is Carpenter.
Carpenter had an excellent return, the first carry off the kick return. And that's his first reception of the game. And his first down of the game.
Bears are 45% converters on 3rd down. Managed to pull that one out. 1st and 10 now from Worcester's 31. Hand off to Couch. And he doesn't get a whole lot of space at all. Uncharacteristic. Chews up maybe 3.
Almost looked like WWE out here, the way this tackle comes out. Just grabs him, throws him around. And puts him a little spin cycle there.
Sizable stop again. Dua Jr. getting in the mix. They'll give him 2. Worcester's 29 is now the... Let me start that sentence again. Worcester's 29 is now the line of scrimmage. Sometimes when you're trying to think on your feet, you end up tripping and falling.
Exactly.
2nd and 8. Bears need a nice play here. Hand off to Couch. No, play action. He even fooled me. And the pass is to Torres, but he doesn't get a whole lot of distance on it. Taken down pretty promptly.
Full progress.
What a sneaky play action, man. Couch sold that one. And right there, a stop on the play by Connor McTeague. They're going to give him 6. So he got more than I thought. The angle's a little bit deceptive. 3rd and 2 for Bridgewater State. And again, they come in converting just 45% of their 3rd downs, but they already did it in this drive.
This almost has to be a run for Couch, and it is.
It is indeed. But a big stop up. He gets quadruple teamed, Couch does.
He stood up on that line. Not enough for the first down. You might wonder if the Bears are going to go for this one, considering they're so close. Well, they gave him the first down, so they don't have to go for it.
Forward motion, I suppose, gives Couch the first down he craves. And that now makes 2 3rd down conversions for a 45% 3rd down conversion team in just this drive. A little over 5 to play in the quarter. First down.
Really tight end in motion.
Hand off to Couch. He goes lateral a little bit, falls. Very nearly first down, but not quite.
Couch found the hole. He looked like he was trying to get up to the outside, but just cuts it inside and gets almost all of it that he needed right there. He gets it here, though.
That's definitely going to be first down. Pile of flesh right around the 5.
Couch already has a touchdown of the day. Last time these two teams played, he had 3. Maybe he matches that number again. But, you know, if you're Worcester State, you're going to try your best to prevent that from happening.
You almost wonder if Cahoon is going to try to rely on somebody else here at 1st and goal. Fake out this Lancers defense. Play action, blocked. That one is slapped out of the air with authority by number 16, Jonah Familia.
Familia, he read that like a book, just gets up, puts his hands up, and gets a hand on it. Excellent defensive play there. That's what you expect from your linebackers off the edge. Can't get to the quarterback, but make the quarterback make a bad play. Is the Bears' way to call from Varia? I believe they have it. There's a new running back in the backfield. That's Isaiah Wright.
Pass attempt, Cahoon inside. 6 more into the hands of Dan DeVerde, the junior from Sterling.
Just an excellent reception for the Bears there. A great block there by the running back, and just went vertical was the receiver.
Oh no, they're going to say it was McCarthy.
Number 82 for the Bears is Jack McCarthy.
No, I'm looking at Worcester's 82. My goodness, I had the wrong chart open. Jack McCarthy, who's been quite the force. 17 passes caught, 212 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He just picked up his 4th. As the extra point is good.
McCarthy had at least 1 touchdown last week. Maybe had 2. Can't really remember right now. But
McCarthy now has 4 TDs on the year. He's been quite the receiver coming up.
Absolutely. You expect greatness from your young players. Or at least if you don't expect greatness, you expect them to at least show some greatness.
Pretty great for a sophomore. Played his high school ball at Archie's. 6'4", 210. He put every inch of those 6'4" inches to work on that reception, and what an important reception it was. Bears lead 14-0 with 4:18 in the quarter.
These tall receivers, you know how to get vertical, can be very dangerous, because even if you're covering them, they just might be taller than you, and then you're not covering them at all. If the ball's placed well by the quarterback, that might be lights out for you.
Drake preparing for another kickoff. Formidable lead for Bridgewater State here in the first.
Shane Drake again setting up for the kickoff. And the kick is up. And out the back of the end zone.
Marcus Bass lets that one head back for a touchback. Lancers will start from their 25.
What do you expect from Worcester State in this drive?
Well, if I were Worcester State, certainly you know the saying, man makes plans, God laughs, but I would be planning to force my way as far as I can. You gotta answer on this drive. No doubt about it. Bears have put up 14 unanswered here in just the first quarter. If you're the Lancers, and very specifically if you're Aaron Moses Williams, you gotta start acting with authority right here, right now. Certainly that's the intent on every play, every drive, but it has to count right now. 1st and 10, handoff to Mells. He'll drop him at right about the 29. Amir Mells, as we mentioned, a big rushing leader for these Lancers. Certainly somebody you want in your arsenal with a lot of contact if you are going to play with authority. They're going to give Mells 5 on the play. Half of the down is chewed up.
Rick mobile tackles there. There's Mells.
2nd and half the down. Pass play this time for Williams. Dodging his way out of traffic, trying to break, airing it out. Possible interception, looked like. Getting his hands around it, possibly.
Brandon Medeiros there, the possible interception, but I believe they might call that an incomplete pass.
Williams pass broken up by number 29, Brandon Medeiros.
It is indeed going to be just broken up by Medeiros, but that could have been darn close to an interception. Check this out. Don't know if he had control. Doesn't look like he did.
He does not have control. The
But
ball
he
is
came
out.
darn close. That was a scary moment if you're a Lancers fan right now. 3rd and 5.
There's a wide open receiver down the middle.
Play action in that one. He's going to fall incomplete. No flag on the play. Intended target, Osei Sarpong.
Just excellent coverage there by Jaron Alves. He's an excellent player. He's having a great season. Just excellent coverage. Would not let that ball get to the receiver there.
Alves comes into this game with 3 INTs and a pass breakup under his belt for the season.
He got all those interceptions in one game. One of the MASCAC Player of the Week.
Lancers will punt. Long boot with not much air. Bounced into the gloves of Donovan. He's working his way up the near side, finally chased out around the 43.
Donovan makes some good moves. Looks like he was about to lose yards, but basically guy miss. Right here, he gets the punt, just starts running the wrong way. You're like, what are you doing? But then he cuts up the field. The 2 defenders fall over. He gets out of bounds right after the 40-yard line. Excellent return there by Donovan.
And the man who forced him out, ironically, is a listed quarterback, Mike Lovelace, the junior from Nashua.
Mike Lovelace, one of the best names I've heard in D3 football.
Bears taking over from their own 41.
Lots of hard counts today for Adam Cahoon. Not his name, James Cahoon. Adam Couch at the carry.
And Adam Couch isn't going to get a whole lot of distance, maybe a yard on the rush. They stopped him up pretty good, pretty quickly. It's a play that they've run a million times this year, a million times today. But why wouldn't they? It works. They're going to call it a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
Sam Dua Jr. there on the tackle. He's assisted there.
From Bridgewater's 42, 2nd down and 8. Couch rolling in. Play action. Cahoon looking to air it out. Broken up. Interrupted on the play, falls incomplete. That was Noah Peterson with the interruption for Worcester State, and he is thrilled, rightly so.
They did a fake jet sweep to Adam Couch. Cahoon launches it to his big body receiver. This is tight end. Patterson makes the play. Peterson,
6 foot, 195 from Millbury. Fairly local for this Worcester squad. And a big breakup right there. 3rd and 8 from the Bears 42.
Receiver in motion.
He beckons in Donovan. Pass play. Over Donovan's head out to the sideline, and it's going to be 4th and more than they'd like.
Punter D comes on, but Cahoon was looking for Donovan, just had too much on it and avoided the sack, which might have been better off anyways.
He made a direct hit on the sideline, however, to Victor Martinez.
A brutal hit there for Cahoon to take.
So Drake is going to punt it away.
An excellent punter so far this season. One MASCAC Player of the Week. Let's see if he can do it again.
Drake is 18th in all of Division III in punting average. That one's going to get picked up working around is Von Klock. Taken down at around the 31. Drew Von Klock. Von Klock. That is... My German grandmother is sitting at home right now, absolutely delighted by that name. I have no doubt about it whatsoever.
Out of Walpole. It's awesome names makes football awesome. Let's see the cheerleaders here.
And Von Klock, mind you, averaging 18 yards on 9 kick returns, 7.7 yards on 7 punt returns. He's someone they rely on a lot for exactly these kinds of moments, a big special teams presence for the Lancers. Williams back in the saddle. Pass play. Looking to drop and just a little bit too short for DeVerdi. And that time it really was Dan DeVerdi. No program mix-up on my end. Attempted target, as you can see here, a few yards shy. DeVerdi, I don't know if he slipped or tripped or something. Ate soil before he could get his hands around it. 2nd and 10.
There's not much DeVerdi could do there. The ball's too short. Tried to go for it, fell down.
2nd and 10. Snap a little bit high. Williams is going to run it himself and go down at about the 35.
He didn't lose the ball this time on the run. That's their first drive very, very quickly was a fumble on the quarterback keeper. He comes down this time, gets the yards.
Limping away from the play is Trevor Johnson, the offensive lineman, sophomore from Oxford. He's going to head over to the sideline.
3rd and 6 from the 35.
Right here, Joe Varia, coaching this team to greatness so far in his career as the coach for the Bears.
Joe Varia, class of 81, head coach since 2016. 3rd and 6 for the Lancers. Another pass play for Williams. He's going to try to dump it. He does. That's a 1st down. Big grab by Marcus Bass.
Marcus Bass, the freshman. Excellent on returns, excellent on receiving. He goes, let's watch his pass again. He goes airborne for it. Over the heads of the defender, just keeps running. Breaks the tackle. Nearly trips, but keeps going.
Marcus Bass hearts this pass, makes the man miss. Handoff with little success to Nico Holmes. Correction. No correction. Nico Holmes. Carry of about 2.
The Bears' defensive line is relentless. Will not let anyone get any ground on them until they do. But for the most part, you're not going to get much ground on that Bears defensive line.
Bears allow on average exactly 362 yards a game coming into today. Williams is going to run it himself for just a couple and a flag on the play pretty quickly after he goes down.
Very low hit there on the defense. He falls over. See the call. Greg Kamara.
Holding, offense, number 60, 10-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
Well, the naughty boy on the play was Jake Ambrose, the offensive lineman. Pretty local, freshman from Middleborough. Played his high school ball at Bristol Plymouth. Committed the infraction on the play, the holding play. And that will send the Lancers back a few.
It wasn't a great play anyways. The holding didn't really help either. But now you're backed up, 2nd and 18.
Lancers almost back into their own territory on the play. Williams opts for a pass, drops it complete.
It's roughly 8 there.
That was Osei Sarpong on the reception.
That pretty much wipes off the holding there.
So Dion Osei Sarpong Makes a grab to put him in a little bit closer, but it's still going to be 3rd and 9.
Sarpong leading this team in receiving yards coming into this game, with Dylan Hall, wide receiver number 2, leads the team in touchdown receptions.
At the end of the first quarter, Bears have put on quite the offensive fireworks show today. 14-0 over the Lancers of Worcester State as we head to the second quarter. You're watching MASCAC football here on the Bears Sports Network and BTV.
You see the cheerleaders here as the intermission between the first quarter and the second quarter, trying to get these fans riled up. Some fans seem to be into it. Some fans, probably not so much. But playing some jams by Bruno Mars, that might help.
14-0. I would be pretty excited if I was a Bears fan in these stands right now, and certainly some of them seem animated. I was coming in today, I saw some tailgaters setting up already a good hour and a half before this game started. Middle of the morning, they were ready to go.
Last week, certainly a bunch of tailgaters for homecoming weekend.
No surprise for homecoming there. I'm sure this place was a gosh darn sellout.
A fireworks show was nice too. Back on offense, Worcester State to begin the second quarter.
Lancers pick back up 3rd and 9 from Bridgewater's 37.
Another QB keeper.
Williams again going to try to run it himself, and again not getting a whole lot of distance at all. Maybe a yard.
I'm not really sure about that play call.
They're actually going to say no gain, looks like, on the play.
Yeah, it does appear to be no gain, but Williams has a lot of speed, but he's if you're on 3rd down long, you want to try to throw for it.
And the stop made by the Rhode Islander, Cody Sautome. 5'10", 210 pounds. And he used all of them to pump the brakes on Aaron Moses Williams.
Oh, a fake punt here.
Incomplete. And Worcester State will turn it over on downs, not terribly far from midfield.
At least I believe there was a punt, but that would look like 5 wide. And out of the hands of the receiver. Unfortunate play there as the Bears get the ball back in decent field position. Joe Varia very happy with his team.
Varia does double duty as head coach and defensive coordinator. No doubt proud of the performance his Bears put on there.
Definitely.
Varia. I've just been alerted by our producers that I'm putting too much emphasis on the wrong syllable and that it's Varia. Emphasis on the ve.
Yeah,
and Varia is very pleased with his defensive line's performance on that drive, no doubt about it.
Could say he's very pleased. I made that joke last week too, and it did not go well.
I'll give that a hearty LOL. 1st and 10, another handoff to Couch. He's going to chew up about half the down.
Again, Couch, a powerful runner. Does not like to go down very easily. Grabs the carry, breaks a tackle, keeps running, goes down. It takes 3 guys to take him down.
Pickup of 6.
43-yard line.
Bears own 43. 2nd and 4.
Here we have Bears great field position.
Pass play. Ooh. And the Marauders come for him. Couple of huge hits by Lane Benton and Jaden Karen, and Cahoon goes down like a sack of potatoes.
That was all Lane Belton. Jaden Karen there to add some support if Belton couldn't get it, but just another excellent sack. These teams they give and they take.
Couple of South of Towners. Karen from Woonsocket, Benton from Onset. And it's 3rd and 10 now for the Bears. Cahoon this time will run deeper. Pass play, trying to hit, incomplete. That was over the head of Ayotte.
Kyle Torres. Over the head of Kyle Torres. The coaches for the Bears not very happy about that play.
4th and 10.
There's the ball. Cahoon rolls out left, looks for his receiver, just too high.
Torres.
It is hard to throw the ball when you're on the run like that.
Attempted target was Torres, excuse me. And it'll be a pretty unfortunate drive for the Bears. They get 4 and outed.
Drew Von Clock again.
And Drew Von Clark said it's my time to shine and forces Bridgewater State to punt. Out of bounds at around the 39.
Not a very great punt for Shane Drake there. Typically he's very good at punting, but this one going out of bounds at a very unfortunate angle for him.
Uncharacteristic for Shane Drake, who's got quite the boot on him, as we mentioned, 18th in all of Division III, not just the MASCAC, all of Division III football in punting average. He puts gas into every single punt.
With that punt, only about 15, maybe 20 yards down the field. Not a very excellent punt. We have the Bears defense out again. The offense for Worcester State.
Little under 13 to play in the half. Worcester 1st and 10 from within Bears territory. Williams airs it out, grabbed. Still rolling, and finally taken down is Osei Sarpong. First down and then some.
Osei Sarpong. Again, one of the leading receiver for this team coming into this game. He's continuing to show why he is. Just took those hits and did not go down. It only goes down in the second effort.
Dion Osei Sarpong, the junior out of Wachusett Regional High School, comes into the game with 10 receptions for 178 yards and a touchdown. Williams, the pass.
Nearly intercepted by Jaron Alves there. Ball's a little too high for the receiver. That's Dylan Hall.
That one was northbound on the Connecticut native Hall, the sophomore.
Williams pass intent for number 2, Hall.
Dylan Hall leading this team in receiving touchdowns, second in receiving yards, with 154 coming into this game.
Across 14 receptions, no less. 2 touchdowns, as you were referencing. 2nd and 10. From the Bears 30. Williams trying to work his way in with it himself. He's going to get taken out right around the 26.
Williams definitely has speed, and he wants to use it. He's waiting for the opportunity for the hole to break through like it did in the first quarter, except he doesn't want to fumble this time.
Set up the deception with a couple of pass plays, it would seem, and then opted to keep it himself. Allowed himself much more space on the end.
2 very different types of players. Aaron Moses Williams, not as tall as Cahoon, but they're definitely much more of a runner than Cahoon.
3rd and 5, hand off to Osei Sarpong, and he gets stifled.
Here comes Sarpong.
Correction, Mells. Right next to each other here in this program, my eyes drifted. That's Mells, who again has been the center of the Lancers' rushing game.
He has yet to score on the ground, but he has 204 yards on the ground coming into this game.
They're going to go for it on 4th yet again. 4th and 2 for the Lancers.
If there was a time to go for it, it's here.
Williams wants another try at it. Trying to organize. Play clock at 7.
We're trying to get the Bears to jump offside.
Doesn't work. Williams is going to carry it himself and poke his way in for first down yardage.
They're moving the chains. That is a first down. His runs sometimes they're duds, other times they're studs. That was one of the stud runs. Gets enough for the first down. Gets piled on top by a bunch of Bears.
First and 10 from the 19-yard line.
Lancers come into this game just 33%, 3 for 9. They were before today on 4th down conversions. That was a big one right there for Aaron Moses Williams.
Wide open receiver. Osei Sarpong.
Sarpong muscled down, but he's able to get a few on the catch.
So there was no defender in the area until it gets tackled off after the pass is already up, but it was already cut. There's no point in going there if this has already cut.
Man who sat him down was Ibrahimi.
Ibrahimi with an excellent play earlier in this game, too.
2nd and 9, a pickup of just 1 for Mr. Osei Sarpong. Handoff to Mells. Slides over and gets barely anything.
Both defenses for this team are very skilled. The tackle there by number 45 for the Bears, that is Brandon Albert.
Which is kind of funny because 2 very different defensive setups. Bears come into this game with some pretty high-flying defensive statistics, second in the MASCAC, or tied for second in the MASCAC in interceptions and fumble recoveries. Williams running around on the edge. He's trying to find a destination. He'll just take it out himself. But the Bears come in with some pretty, substantial defensive credentials, at least within the conference. And the Lancers defense, meanwhile, obviously not on the field, but it is not quite the same. They come into this match last in the conference, last in the MASCAC in total defense. They cough up 510.3 yards a game. Passing defense is low, rushing defense is low, 8th in scoring defense. Individual guys, of course, with some, pretty great credentials, as Santiago Rodriguez Diatri comes out for the kick, the Leominster native. And it's no good.
Was it no good?
Kick is.
I didn't really get an angle on that, but apparently the kick was no good.
Rodriguez Diatri is now 0 for 2 in field goal attempts on the year, and the Lancers remain off the board. 9.25 of a minute to go. 14-0 Bears here in the first half. I
am not envious at all of Santiago there. Santiago Rodriguez Diatri. I do not want to be him. Field goals are hard to kick, and they're
no doubt about it. A tough position to be in. Bears take over, handoff to correction, play action, but it falls incomplete, intended target.
Couch does an excellent job of selling these play actions. It looks like he has it. The camera was following him, but
the intended target was McCarthy on the play, but didn't make it his way.
McCarthy having a good game so far, with a touchdown on this game, a couple of receptions as well.
2nd and 10, still at their own 20. And I would say not only a good job selling the play action by Cahoon, but by Couch. He had me fooled for a second. I had to take a look because he's run so many rush plays. This time it really is a handoff to Couch, no act. And he's going to go down at around the 28.
He gets the angle on the outside and just takes it. Here is again. Great block shedding there, but
correction 24.
Great block shedding there, but he just gets taken down.
Numbers are difficult. Numbers are important in football, but they're difficult.
Absolutely.
I'm getting there. 3rd and 6.
So I'm not a math
Bridgewater
major.
State. Oh gosh, no, me neither. I will leave that to the folks who are far more qualified than I to crunch the numbers. Pass play for Cahoon. He's going to try to dump it to McCarthy, and he's across for first down and a few. Finally eaten up right around the 36.
McCarthy, we've called his name a few times today because he keeps making good plays. Here he is, open on the little drag route. Just cuts up fields and gets the space for the first down and more.
Takedown is a little bit of a fold by Noah Peterson. Finally gets him down, but not before Mr. McCarthy gets his first down.
McCarthy at the top of your screen again. Looking to Torres. Passes to Torres. Torres is open.
Airing it out. Torres, it's just a little bit too far for him.
Just over Torres' head, but he was open. He had the step. Overthrown by Cahoon. Unlike Cahoon to have not a great day passing so far. He's underthrown his receivers, overthrown his receivers. But Cahoon is a monster on this field to be able to throw the ball very well. Kyle Torres is not happy about that possession.
Kyle Torres was looking for his 23rd catch of the year. Couldn't find it on that play, and it's 2nd and 10.
Gets the ball to the receiver.
Dumper. Nocera.
There's Nocera on the screen pass. See Cahoon takes it. Good protection. The wide receiver screen. He takes it the distance. And he goes. They get down at the 41-yard line.
Mike Nocera picks up most of the down on the play, just 3rd and 1 now. That was his 22nd reception of the year.
It's 46. We're doing very bad with numbers today. I call it the 41-yard line. It was 46.
Fired right on the air. No, not really. Handoff play. Flesh is flying.
They don't believe he got that there. I believe it might have been just short. But I believe they're giving it to him. Here's the run again. Takes it. Immediately met by his own teammates.
He got it by the skin of his teeth. I could see just from this angle. Good for another Bridgewater State first down, and the Bears are on the march yet again, closing in on Lancer territory.
They're on the march as the band plays Imperial March.
As they are wont to do in these situations. Play action, dumper. That one to Akinsheye, gain of about 5. Or probably closer to 7.
Daniel Akinsheye last week, I believe, with 2 touchdowns through the air. Cahoon, one of Cahoon's favorite targets last week. He's looking for him again.
No, they are going to give him 5. Looked like a little bit more to me. They're going to give him 5 on the play for Dan Akinsheye.
Well, run for Couch, and Couch gets a good gain there.
And that's first down yardage. Adam Couch doing what he does best, poking holes in defenses and breaking through for a fresh set of downs.
It was the offensive line there, create a hole for him. He didn't get met until he was already pretty much past the line to gain.
6 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first half here at Swenson Field. Bears up 14-zip. They're looking to add to that on this drive, and they're certainly working well towards that target so far. First and 10.
That was a pass.
Play action. Surrounded is Cahoon. He ducks out of danger and gets absolutely swallowed. Ball is loose and recovered. Sack for Familia. Picked up in short order by O'Connor.
Cahoon, uncharacteristically, trying to run out of pocket, runs into the defender and loses the football. Unlike him to fumble the ball or even create a turnover, but this is maybe a second of the game, possibly his first, but it's unlikely, uncharacteristic of James Cahoon there.
Lancers, again, not exactly a defensive powerhouse as the conference goes, but Jonah Familia with a huge forced fumble, recovered in short order by the defensive lineman O'Connor from Selkirk, New York.
New quarterback in, Mike Lovelace.
And Lovelace airs it out. Interception! He puts it directly into the hands of Marcus Bass.
I believe that was Nathan Oliver, defensive back, the senior.
Oliver.
Senior out of South Dartmouth with an interception. We haven't even seen an interception for a while.
26. I need to highlight my darn numbers. Nathan Oliver, the defensive back, the senior from South Dartmouth, directly at his numbers, Lovelace put it. Huge interception for Oliver on the play.
This might be the momentum the Bears have needed in this game to get the ball back in the offense and score a touchdown.
One pass, one INT. Lovelace not having a great afternoon so far, and the Bears take
the interception. There was an illegal block below the weight. Bridgewater State, number 31, 15-yard. First down.
Zachary Souza, no relation with me, on the penalty. He spells it differently.
A Z as opposed to an S for Mr. Souza. So the Bears will take over, but because of that penalty, they're going to start further back. And there's the man of the moment, as you just saw there, number 26, Oliver, with a huge interception. Cahoon and company squaring back up, this time at their own 34.
Come with it again.
Pass play, dumper to Carpenter. He'll chew up about 6.
The last time Cahoon was on the field, unfortunate play. This one slightly better. But roughly 5 or 6 yard gain for the Bears.
Cahoon learning to drop it quickly so as to get out of trouble. They're going to say it was 5 yards instead. 2nd and 5 for Bridgewater State. Handoff to Couch. Who else? He's poking through. He's got first down yardage.
First down and a little bit more. Adam Couch, we've said before, but he's relentless. He finds the hole and just runs right through it. And if he's gonna make contact with someone, he's gonna be the one making the contact. He's gonna run through him.
Big play. Fresh set of downs for the Bears. Cahoon, the pass, grabbed up top by McCarthy.
McCarthy with the first. This pass was high from McCarthy. McCarthy tall enough and has the hops to get it. He grabs it, evades the tackle. Doesn't really evade that, dives to the first and gets it. Excellent play there by the defense. McCarthy again.
Necessary slide. Fresh set of downs from the Lancers, 44. The snap. Hand off to Couch yet again. He's working around. He's going to get most of that down. Looks like a gain of about 9 on the play.
Adam Couch. We keep calling his name because he keeps getting good plays. But last time these teams played 190 yards. He might be on pace for that again. He's definitely doing very well today.
Couch making big, muscular plays. He picks up 9.
A new running back in. That is number 3. That is Isaiah Wright.
Wright, the sophomore from Worcester, played his high school ball at Burncoat in the city of Worcester. A little bit of a, I don't know if revenge game is the term I would use. Fresh set of downs for Bridgewater from the Lancer 30.
Couch back in on the play. Looks like to be another run.
1st and 10. Cahoon's going to pass instead. A quick dot to Torres.
If I say it's going to be a run, don't trust me because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not the coach, but here's a pass caught by Torres. Again, the favorite target, but you could say Carpenter could be the next upcoming target for this team.
Torres picks up 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 from the Lancers 25. This time a handoff. Couch stumbling in for a gain of about 2 or 3.
Adam Couch, again, it's ruthless. He almost nearly trips over, but keeps himself up. He falls down for a gain of 2 there.
Couch, the muscle man, working his way on pretty much all of these rush plays. 3rd and 3 for Bridgewater. Play action. Quick dropper to a new target, Kopecky, and he'll make it across for 1st down yardage. Jalen Kopecky, the tight end, with a big pickup on that play.
Kopecky had a touchdown last week against Fitchburg State. Gets another catch, first catch of the game.
His 9th of the year. He's got 161 yards and 3 touchdowns coming into today. That was his 9th reception.
Kopecky plays excellently as a blocker and as a receiver as well, as he's there on the end of the offensive line.
New set of downs, and the Bears are closing in. Hand off to Couch.
Another big gain for Couch. As soon as he gets the ball, it's probably going to him. Couch is just an excellent runner. There he is again, and tackled. A gain of 5 for Couch there.
Minute and a half in the half.
Couch is being pressed at the bottom of your screen.
Bears back in the red zone. Another handoff to Couch. But he gets shut up pretty quickly.
So the first down. Here's Couch. The hole just wasn't there. It's another great play by the defense for Worcester State. Worcester State's definitely staying in this game because of their defense. The defense is making big plays, forcing turnovers when they have to.
Bears are, and here's an eyebrow-raising stat. Bears rank 8th in all of Division III in red zone offense. They are fierce once they get deep into an opponent's territory.
They're as aggressive as a bear in the red zone, you could say.
Bears will take their first charge time out of the half with under a minute to play before halftime. So they're certainly looking to, obviously pile on another touchdown if they can in the closing minute of this half and really assert a dominant lead heading into halftime.
Absolutely. The Bears scored 2 touchdowns in the first 2 possessions. Haven't gotten much since because the defense for the Worcester State has been very brutal and relentless. But the both teams have been able to march down the field pretty well. Besides that interception from Lovelace there.
Which was a huge catch by Oliver on the play there, certainly.
That was his first and only time on the field. His first snap as a quarterback was an interception. Which is not what you want to see. But what you do want to see are these fans in the crowd.
Both schools pretty well represented here today, I would say, though certainly Bridgewater outnumbering, for obvious reasons, many of the Worcester folks.
3rd and 6 from the 14-yard line.
3rd and 6. Bears are posted line of scrimmages at the Worcester 14. The snap. Cahoon trying to dodge out of trouble, makes the man miss. Quick dot to Couch. He gets shoved around.
Oh, Couch with the second reception, but there's a player down on the field for the Bears. Slow to get up, shaking up a bit on the play there. But Couch, the second reception of the game, has had excellent times. Every time he can get a reception, he's done pretty well with it. He got a first down on that screen pass in the first quarter that helped the Bears get their first down of the game. Marched on the field for a touchdown drive, and that one there. But that's good. That's good for a 3rd down, short of the first. But another great play by Couch there.
Man down on the play appears to be, if I'm reading the number correctly, Garafola, the offensive lineman from Bradford, Rhode Island.
It's unfortunate when you see injuries at any level of the sport, or any sport at all, but especially at the collegiate level. These guys just want to play some football. They just want to, they got class the next day. You don't want to have to get injured. Maybe not the next tomorrow is Sunday. There's no class on Sunday, or Monday even for Indigenous Peoples Day, or Columbus Day, whatever you prefer.
Looks like they're looking at his leg a bit, one of his legs causing some trouble.
But you just do not want to see injuries at all.
Certainly not, no. Never optimal. Happens frequently in a game like this, and it does indeed appear to be Garafola. He's sitting up, but he is in clear discomfort. Looks like it's a leg issue that the trainers are looking at here.
A sophomore from Bradford, Rhode Island. The marching band is getting in position to do their halftime show in only 37 seconds after this injury is cleared. But you can see the Bears are hoping their teammate is good, but they're hoping to get back on the field. They got some players going to support their teammate.
Mr. Garafola is going to make his way over to the sideline, helped off by Tremblay and Cooney.
And he's up and he is walking.
Definitely a left leg issue. He is not putting any weight at all on the left leg. Thoughts up for Mike Garafola as he makes his way over to the Bears sideline.
It's a very unfortunate injury. That is a big man. When a big man gets hurt, it's gotta hurt. This is a big, strong individual. We got Shane Drake out on the field with a field goal attempt on 4th down.
4th and 3, and Shane Drake tied for the MASCAC lead in field goals made and field goal percentage.
4th and 3 from the 11-yard line.
Comes in 3 for 3 in FGAs, and he's looking to make this a 17-zip game with under half a minute to play in the first half.
Running for the snap.
Play clock getting low.
Is up.
Drake's kick is up and true.
Here's a good kick, the first good kick of the night that wasn't an extra point. Obviously, there was a miss by the kicker for Worcester State. Now there's a make there for the Bears.
Shane Drake puts it through the U, and Bears lead 17-0 with just 10 seconds until halftime.
The Bears extend their lead. They're going to give the ball back to Worcester State for maybe another return, another down. The Worcester State probably gets at least one play in this game before this half ends. And anything can happen. We've seen we've seen kick returns against this Bears team for the first game of the season against Ithaca.
I
First play
was
of the
just
game.
about to say, very first Bears play of the season. A huge TD return off a kickoff by the Bombers of Ithaca College. That was certainly quite the game, a game I covered here, and it was, well, points were scored. I'll say that much.
Points were scored by both teams.
No doubt about it.
Some points scored, some more points scored. But
Bears up 17-0 with 10 ticks until halftime here at Swenson Field. Drake, who just made it a 17-zip game with his field goal, will handle the kickoff duty. Shane Drake from Franklin, Mass. And that one is pretty low. Bounces into the hands of number 27, Metcalf. He's going to try to work his way up.
so no return, no kick return touchdown there. But Worcester State has one more chance at a play. Question is, who will be their quarterback for this play? Will it be the scrambler, Aaron Moses?
And Metcalf ate up a few. He went down at around the 33.
Will it be Aaron Moses Williams, or will it be Mike Lovelace at quarterback for this Worcester State team?
There was a flag on the play.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Bridgewater number 39, 15-yard penalty from the end of the first down.
So the naughty boy is number 39, the defensive back Marvell Nicholson from East Falmouth. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness against Mr. Nicholson.
So that certainly helps out Worcester State get closer to the end zone. A big play here. Bridgewater's helping them out.
And a big play is exactly what they'll need. Not sure, as you mentioned, if they're going to go back to Williams or if they're going to stick with Lovelace. We'll see as they make their way out here. And it sure looks like that's Mr. Mike Lovelace heading out there.
Mike Lovelace in this last matchup, 116 yards and a touchdown. See if he can do it again.
1st and 10 from almost midfield. Lovelace dropping back, dropping further back. Danger Will Robinson. He's trying to poke his way through himself at midfield. The pass caught.
Caught, but he goes down at the 30-yard line. Not what they needed.
Big snatch by Dylan Hall on the play, but it will not turn into a score as all zeros on the clock, and we're off to halftime.
That could help. That could help the momentum for this team. They're going into the second half.
Possible flag on the play. We're seeing a little bit of a conference.
Head referee Greg Kamara, or Kamara, one of those.
The officials are waltzing away. It looks like they're about to have a little bit of a talk.
Here's the call.
The play was over. Personal foul. One. The half ended on the play, so that penalty will be enforced on the second half kickoff.
Was Mike cut out, but whatever penalty occurs is going to be enforced at the start of the second half. But the Bears, I don't think, are particularly worried about that. They lead 17-0 over the Lancers of Worcester State in a very important MASCAC duel here at Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University. 17-0 Bears. You're watching Bears football here on the Bears Sports Network on BTV. We'll be right back with you after halftime.
The opportunities for me as an undergraduate here at BSU are essentially limitless. I've gotten an internship, I've been going to these great classes. I've definitely been given the ability to pursue something that's so passionate and dear to me.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I know how powerful words can be. The term gay doesn't mean stupid, lame, or less than.
So I pledge to speak up if I hear the term gay used in a derogatory way or any other homophobic terms.
If you can play in Division III.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and my teammates unconditionally accepted me as part of their family. So now I pledge to do the same for others. If you can play in Division III.
7:35 remaining. Tatum with the drive.
Gatorade studies the best athletes to create the most advanced range of sports fuel. Gatorade. You fuel us, we fuel you.
Rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, because it's cold out there. It's cold out there every day with the National Weather Service.
Snow day.
Snow day.
Snow day. Snow day.
Snow day.
Snow day. Snow day. Snow day.
Touch. Tackle.
Oh, hey, just having some breakfast before the big meeting. Because great hair and dynamite breath will only get you so far, or so I've been told. You see, breakfast isn't food, it's fuel for the fire that helps Earth be the best planet in the United States. We've got breakfast for everybody. Paleo people, we got sausage and bacon. Vegan, I don't know what that is, but we got a lot of fresh fruit. You call yourself a glutenarian? Hey, we've got cereal, bagels, toast, everything you can handle. We're insane in the grain. Oh, hey, pancakes, huh? I feel you on that. Hey, how about some bacon, guys? Huh? Can I get a hallelujah for bacon? Hallelujah! Yeah. Can I get a hallelujah for waffles? Huh? No? That's why we don't do waffles. We've got it all. And to prove it, I'll post a new breakfast combo with these cool new emojicons I'm working on. Say I post a toast sandwich with 3 bowls of cereal. I call that a carbonanza. Or bacon with eggs. And extra bacon and eggs. I call that a paleo no you didn't. What do you call it? Let me know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm having a little me time. Ooh, yeah.
I love my job.
Hey, Taylor.
I'm there when people need me. They count on me, because I do what it takes. Whenever,
Great, thanks.
wherever. I don't do it for praise. I want to make them happy. I'm proud to work for an American company.
I drive for WB Mason, and nobody does it better.
What does a crisis teach us? We need persistence, knowledge, empathy, action. We need innovators and leaders. Education is critical. And at Bridgewater State University, we're here for you. For a great education, 360 dedicated faculty, hundreds of programs, highly engaged learning, 11,000 hardworking, practical dreamers like you, finding their passion, launching their careers. We've been here for 180 years through all kinds of crises. Student safety, always. Today, online, we're here for you, safely, with academic rigor, one-on-one intensity, and a focus on your future. Tomorrow, together again on campus, we'll be here for you, pushing forward. For tomorrow's crises, for tomorrow's challenges, for tomorrow's jobs, tomorrow's living. We need you, each of you, to persist, connect, innovate, create, learn, and lead.
I'm a current Division III student athlete, and I remember how intimidating the first year of college can be.
So if you're a first-year student athlete and nervous about coming out as LGBTQ, I pledge to stand by your side as your ally.
If you can play Division III.
We are Division III student athletes, and you can be too. If you can play in Division III.
You want to know the secret to victory? Fail to make the varsity team.
Start your career as a walk-on.
Go 3-13 your rookie season.
Lead the league in interceptions.
Take a perfect team and blow a perfect season.
Spend 108 years as a lovable loser.
This arena denied a shot at history by an unsealed opponent.
Be on the wrong side of the biggest upset in your sport.
You really want to know the secret to victory.
And heartbreak for Matt Ryan, who is in utter disbelief.
Defeat. Come on, one more. Set. Yeah! All right, again.
Make defeat your fuel.
A billion people tuning into the match between...
Hey, you ready? You're not done.
Nu is misschien wel eens gevaarlijk en ze schieten dus een goal! Wat een heerlijk moment!
Oh, off the post. And here comes Ji So-young on the attack. All right, get together, get strong. Oh, excuse me, that's the cover.
Women's football game sets new sales record. Wang Shuang rocks the world yet again.
Biggest turnout ever seen in sports. How does it feel?
It's Barca making a last push, and there's a foul.
That post, Gerard. Okay.
Big opportunity for coach Alex Scott and the team.
PK, round the back.
Coutinho to PK. Goal! The league's first female coach makes history. Keeper fires to Dunn. Oh, that's incredible footwork. She's on the move. Big chance for Australia, and Kerr setting up for the kick.
¿Pero qué está pasando ahí?
Hey, you ready?
Holiday Inn Express gets you the readiest, because ready gets out of a jam.
What?
But the readiest can flat out jam.
Holiday Inn Express. Be the readiest.
I think if you're looking for a community that will respect your academic and personal passions and be able to provide one-on-one support, I think Bridgewater is the perfect school for you. I wouldn't trade my experience here for anything. So for me, studying English, you need to be a critical reader, a critical thinker, and a critical analyzer. And I think those are key skills that any employer is looking for.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I believe that everyone should be educated on LGBTQ issues.
I pledge to work with my athletic department and my campus to foster dialogue and create a community of support, respect, and pride.
If you can play in Division III.
We are Division III student athletes, and you can be too. If you can play in Division III.
If I could give an athlete one piece of advice, it'd be to find someone committed to taking you down.
And then we hit the field like boom! All day like boom! All night like boom! We hit the field like boom! Still Thomas like boom! All day like boom! All night.
Because that rival that wants to take you down is going to make you raise your game even higher.
Boom! All day like boom! All night like boom!
American woman, gonna mess your mind. American woman, gonna mess your mind. American woman, gonna mess your mind.
I immigrated to the United States from Haiti in 2010. I attended Bridgewater State University and graduated in 2018. My highlight at Bridgewater was definitely my research work. I have a deep found love for the university simply because they reach out to folks in different communities that may not have opportunities to further their education.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I believe student athletes can help break down the barriers of exclusion.
I pledge to support and encourage my teammates
to support my campus's LGBTQ student group
by volunteering and participating in events.
If you can play in Division III.
We are Division III student athletes, and you can be too. If you can play in Division III.
To be at the top of your game takes grit, guts, hours upon hours of sweating it out. Bodies analyzed and pushed to the limit. So when it's time to hit the field, the court, the pitch, the track, you can go out knowing you've left nothing to chance, because nothing beats Gatorade.
The opportunities for me as an undergraduate here at BSU are essentially limitless. I've gotten an internship, I've been going to these great classes. I've definitely been given the ability to pursue something that's so passionate and dear to me.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and I know how powerful words can be. The term gay doesn't mean stupid, lame, or less than.
So I pledge to speak up if I hear the term gay used in a derogatory way or any other homophobic terms.
If you can play in Division III.
I'm a Division III student athlete, and my teammates unconditionally accepted me as part of their family. So now I pledge to do the same for others. If you can play in Division III.
7:35 remaining. Tatum with the drive.
Gatorade studies the best athletes to create the most advanced range of sports fuel. Gatorade. You fuel us, we fuel you.
Snow day. 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 Touch, tackle.
One half down, one half to go here at Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University, and the home team is rolling. 17-0 Bears as we approach the second half. And in nearly every statistic, they have been outperforming the Lancers so far today, at least on the offensive end. Lancers defense has had very few answers, if any, for the Bears, particularly in the rush game.
Adam Couch with 127 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Last game they played, like I mentioned before, 190 yards, 3 touchdowns. Is on pace for that again.
And one stat that really sticks out to me right at the bottom there is the third down conversions. Bears have managed to turn 6 out of their 9 third downs into firsts. Worcester just 2 for 6 on third down conversions. The offense has not had all of the energy it would like so far today. Certainly a lot of hard work on the part of Lancer quarterback Aaron Moses Williams. He actually leads Worcester State in rushing yards so far in this game, but Lancers are going to have to come up with some offensive answers and get some big stops. 17-0 Bridgewater as we close in on kickoff here in the second half.
The Bears have as many completions than the Lancers have attempts.
Really just an offensive force that the Bears have been, and certainly, as you mentioned, Adam Couch, some dominant stats through half an hour of play here. They rely on him almost constantly, almost every game, on the running game, on the ground, and they have been doing exactly that so far today. Kickoff here by Drake. It's low. Bobbler. Picked up by O'Brien.
Excellent return down at the 44, possibly 45-yard line.
So there was a penalty at the end of the first half, in case you did not remember. We did not remember until we were just graciously reminded by our producers, that pushed the Bears kickoff to the 20. So not as much distance as they would have liked on it anyway.
Well, the defense has been doing well all game, so hopefully those 20 yards won't amount to anything for Bridgewater. If you're Worcester State, those 20 yards might be crucial for you.
Certainly a fortuitous start here. They're going to get the first snap at their own 45 with the Lancers. 1st and 10, Lovelace is back on the field. The handoff to Mells. And he gets wrestled down after about 4 yards of movement. Mike Lovelace came in the place of Aaron Moses Williams during the first half.
Lovelace's first pass was intercepted by the Bears, but ever since then, the offense he hasn't made any mistakes. So.
His very first pass was directly into the chest of Nathan Oliver, who happily completed the INT for the Bears. Second and 6.
Lovelace keeps it. He's still running.
Lovelace is struggling to find space, and he's going to go down for a loss of 1.
Brendan Albert trying to jump over him almost, trying to get a piggyback ride from Lovelace. Lovelace here, not much to that there. He was immediately sniffed out.
And his helmet came off in the scrum, so he's going to have a seat.
By rule, if your helmet comes off, you gotta take a bench.
So the replacement's going to be Cam Ayotte, the freshman from Millbury, filling in for at least this snap. Pass play, direct hit to Hall, not quite first down yardage.
Hall's the team leader in touchdown receptions with 2.
They're going to put him about 3 yards short of first down yardage. Gain of 5 on the pass to Hall.
Hall only had 1 catch for 21 yards in the first half. Now Mike Lovelace is back on the field.
Mr. Lovelace, the Granite Stater. 4th and 3, and they're going to try to convert. Lovelace running it himself into the scrum. Has he got the yardage? They're saying yep. And Mike Lovelace making a very Aaron Moses Williams-esque play to move the chains and score a fresh set of downs for the Lancers.
Worcester State likes their quarterbacks with the ability to run, and that's what they're doing.
I mean, we looked at our halftime stats. Aaron Moses Williams led this Lancers offense, led them in rushing yards, net rushing yards at halftime. And Lovelace is trying to fill in those shoes. 1st and 10. Lovelace stepping back. Pass is incomplete.
Albert in the coverage there.
Attempted target appeared to have been Von Klock, but it fell short of him.
Von Klock, more known as a returner. It was an excellent return there, but they could not get the catch on the offense. And there's Albert's great coverage saying, I didn't touch him. That's not a penalty. It can't be a penalty on me.
It was not a penalty. No flag on the play. 2nd and 10 again from the Bears 44. That looked like it sure could have been a near false start. Handoff on the play. Instead, it's Mel's wrestling his way up.
It was one of Mel's best runs of the day. It was a very powerful run. He had tacklers on him. Refused to go down. As we see here, he gets the handoff, finds a hole, follows his blocker. There's like 3 guys, has 3 Bridgewater players on him, refuses to go down, and just kept going.
Good couple of yards after contact there. He just kept steamrolling, did Amir Mel's.
It was almost a Nick Chubb-esque run there.
3rd down and 2. Lancers looking for a big conversion here. Play action. Pass is a dot to Hall right there, and that's going to be the first down they were looking for.
That pass there, the play action, it fooled Dan Cataldo. Had Dan Cataldo known it was a pass, that could have been a sack possibly for the Bears, but that's an excellent gain of yards there for Worcester State, and a great play action pass.
So Dylan Hall with his 2nd grab of the day, 1st of this half. Fresh set of downs. Lovelace going to run it. Dot over, incomplete. Attempted target was Dion Ose-Sarpong, who certainly saw a lot of time with the ball. Led in receptions through the first half. You see that one right there, just outside his reach.
Sarpong almost kind of tipping it to make sure that wasn't a reception. Lucky to get his hands on it.
2nd and 10, Lancers looking for a little bit more success. The snap. Lovelace, handoff to Holmes. And he wrestles his way up for a few.
Here's Holmes here. Takes the handoff. Which gets met by defenders. But gets a few yards. Makes it an easier 2nd and long.
3rd and 7 on the way for the Lancers. From the Bears 29. Lovelace falling a little deeper. Rolling around, getting chased down real quickly. He's trying to run it out.
He gets the first down, I believe.
He gets slapped around a little bit by Albert. He gets slapped around a little bit and chased quite menacingly by Brian Campagna.
And that is a first down. He rolls out and is forced to roll out of his left. Tried to pass it.
Right here, happy October, Brian Campagna doing the horror movie chase. Finally picked up by Albert, but not before a first down. Mike Lovelace relying heavily, as his predecessor did, on the rushing game, and that's going to be a flag there.
Brian Campagna, are we sure that's his name, or is it Michael Myers? So Michael Myers not nearly as fast.
They could use him in the haunted house.
False start. Offense, number 76. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
So the guilty man on the false start is Sam Branco, sophomore out of Dighton Rehoboth. And they're going to kick this drive back a few. 1st and 15 for the Lancers.
It was a great first down, but now there's a 5-yard penalty, knocking him back a bit.
Could be better, could be worse. 1st and 15, posted at the Bridgewater 26. No one directly next to Lovelace on the snap. Handoff. Again to Holmes, and that one's going to get stifled too.
It's just this Bears defensive front is very oppressive. Those offensive linemen just don't know what to do. They right in the backfield almost immediately after the snap to find Holmes and get him down for a loss.
It's a loss of 2 on the play. Holmes could not get anything out of that, and it's going to be 2nd and 17 for Worcester State. Falling back for the pass. Lovelace airing it out. Caught. Very good reception. That one directly to Dion Osei-Sarpong. And they'll pick up a few.
They get the penalty yards back and a little bit more. Sarpong down the sideline goes out of bounds after the catch. Excellent play, leading the team again in yards. And he's having an excellent season so far for this Worcester State team.
3rd and 6 for the Lancers. It's do or die. The snap, Lovelace running it again right into the scrum, and he gets stood up.
He loses the football.
Ball's loose.
It's recovered by Worcester State.
Dangerous, dangerous moment for Mike Lovelace. It slips just out of his fingertips. Let's take a look back at the play here.
So this is the risk you run when you run QB draws. Doesn't matter how quick your quarterback is. They're more prone to fumbling. They're used to getting the ball out of their hands. That's what they do naturally. They get the ball out of their hands. If they're running, not quite what you want to see.
A potentially dangerous move, and it's going to bring up 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
Lancers able to avoid complete disaster, but they face a 4th down and 2 here, and they're going to go for it. Lovelace is still out there. They've been doing that a lot. Handoff to Mells.
Still fighting for it.
And he's going to be short. Amir Mells trying as hard as he can, but the Lancers turn it over on downs.
Nicholas Canales very excited about that tackle for loss there, getting the ball back to the offense.
Nick Canales from Lake Ronkonkoma, New York, the Long Islander, delivers a big stop on the play.
He was the first defender there and just refused to let go of whatever he got a hand on, and eventually the runner goes down. Excellent defensive play by Canales to keep the Bears team still in the lead. Prevent a score.
So the Bears take over on downs. Cahoon, quick dot to McCarthy, wrestling his way through, makes a couple men miss. Finally swallowed up by Noah Peterson at around the 40-yard line. Big gain.
McCarthy is a big body guy with the power and the speed behind it. He caught the ball. It was a flag.
Sideline warning, Bridgewater.
Players on the sideline
First down.
Getting a little too excited for this game, but
spectators are getting into it.
McCarthy gets the ball, breaks the tackle, keeps running, and eventually gets trips over his own feet and falls over. But excellent drive there for the Bears.
McCarthy, just a sophomore, but he's already become an integral part of this receiving core. Fresh set of downs. Cahoon stepping back, across, Donovan this time. And he picks up about half the down.
Here we see Cahoon play off play action.
Donovan, just a freshman out of Abington. Young gun seeing some action here in an important conference game. A real tone setter for the rest of the season. Picks up exactly half the down, and it's going to be 2nd and 5 from Bridgewater's own 44. Pass again, why not? Again to Donovan. He's going to slide his way through, keep going, first and then some. They finally chew him up. He claws his way into Lancer territory. 2 big snaps back-to-back for the first-year man with this program, Drew Donovan.
Another great possession there. Donovan, the young receiver, these young players for this Bears team, they're showing some promise. Whoever the next quarterback is after Cahoon graduates, we'll be very lucky to have these young receivers on this team.
Cahoon play action. Another dot. This time, quick hit for first down yardage to Nocera. And the Bears are marching at a quick pace.
The Bears, they lost a little bit of momentum at the end of the half, right before halftime. They got the ball back for the first time in the second half, and they were refusing to give it up. As Cahoon keeps it, uncharacteristic play there, but Cahoon keeps it there.
Cahoon, not a fella who runs it a whole lot. He only went for 3 rushes in the first half, and actually, it really did not go well for him. For all his strengths, James Cahoon is not a rusher. He actually lost 21 yards.
I believe those came off of sacks.
Handoff to Couch, who does not exactly lose yards. He keeps muscling. That's first down yardage. Through a whole lot of flesh. Adam Couch with another big poke.
Adam Couch is just a menace. At 5'11", 205 pounds, and uses all of that size to just power through defenders.
We mentioned it earlier in the first half, some of the stats that we got in front of us. The man is 16th in Division III, all of Division III, in rushing yards, and there's an injured player on the field. Bears poke into the red zone, but a man is down. Injured player is number 74, Lukman Balogun, freshman from Randolph. Balogun looks like another leg issue, similar to what we saw, unfortunately, in the first half with Garafola.
Cahoon, not much of a runner, but you could tell why. Cahoon, 6'4", 215 pounds. You know, that's
a lot for him to move.
Usually these runners are a little bit smaller. They can find a hole, find a gap a little bit better. But these bigger runners, you know, you see quarterbacks even in like the professional level, the NFL. Josh Allen, 6'6", can run and jump higher than any other quarterback. Cam Newton was 6'5", but heavy. He ran like a fullback. These bigger quarterbacks don't tend to run unless they got the speed on them. Cahoon, not much of a speedy guy, but he's a big-bodied dude.
Yeah, definitely. He's able to work it very well. Obviously, in the handoffs, you know exactly what angle to point Couch in, but also certainly on these pass plays, of which we've seen a few just in this drive. He's able to provide some real dots, set his receivers up in good position to really chew a lot of yards, to really get a whole lot of distance on that. Some formidable first downs that we've seen this Bears offense pull together, both in the first half and the second.
Good offense is what we watch football for, and you know, a lot of people take the offensive line for granted, but you can tell the 2 injuries today from the Bears have come from the offensive line. So it's not an easy position, and we're grateful that these guys up front are able to protect their quarterbacks and allow plays to operate.
Balogun has helped off the field, putting no weight whatsoever on that right leg. All good vibes the way of Lukman Balogun from Randolph. Hoping everything is well. Helped off by Harrison and Sanders.
The Bears are back onto the field.
1st and 10 from the 13. Bears looking to finish this one off. Motion man is Torres. Cahoon snapping way back. Chased quickly. Dot. Inside. Nocera. Touchdown.
Another excellent play. Nocera gets open and just falls into the end zone.
And the Bears coach is in the booth to my left. Could not be more thrilled with that. Big dot. Cahoon, we were just talking about his strength in the passing game in general, and especially so far today. Big shot on this play to Nocera for the touchdown.
Nocera, not necessarily the biggest wide receiver threat on this team, but he's made some great plays today. Cahoon's going to keep looking his way if you keep doing that.
Nazo, the king of the extra point, sets up for one here.
And he gets it good.
Kick is true, and Bears with an absolutely crushing 24-0 lead. Just under 6 to play here in the third quarter at Swenson Field. And the Bears are absolutely dominating exactly what they planned to do coming in today. They knew this was a very important game, as we were talking about at the beginning of this broadcast. Bears, if they pull this out today, if they do win, they'll be 500 on the season. They'll be firmly established 3-1 in MASCAC play. Certainly the kinds of numbers you want if you're looking to contend in the conference for the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Joe Varia, as you can see on the screen, defense coordinator, and his defense has shut out his opponents.
And Joe Varia, not just defensive coordinator, but also head coach. He's got a little bit of a vision into just about every facet of this team.
Yes, Joe Varia's defense has shut out his opponents in 6.5 quarters. Very impressive.
A lot of big stops. He scared them out of field goal attempts, all of this. A lot of fourth down conversion attempts we've seen from Worcester today to mixed effect.
Coach Varia is a good leader for this Bears team.
Drake with the kickoff. Bang, another low one. Quick bouncer to O'Brien. He's sliding in. He gets hooked down right around the 21. Quinn O'Brien, first year from Hudson, Massachusetts. No surprise, a pretty good wealth of Metro West, Central Mass, Western Mass guys on this Worcester State roster. No shock there.
He does a great job collecting the ball and makes an attempt to return it, but gets a few yards out of it. But the Bears' special teams and defense, just relentless. I use that word a lot because it's a good word.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's a good word to describe the way these teams fight. They don't want to go down. They're not going to take anything.
Mike Lovelace and the Lancers back on the field. Handoff to Mells.
Like possibly a gain of 1.
Might have been a loss on the play, it looks like. We'll see what the call is.
You may be right. Yep, that is definitely a loss.
Looks an awful lot like a loss of 1.
From my angle, I couldn't really tell where the line was. But not a very fortunate run for Worcester State here.
Loss of 1 confirmed. 2nd and 11 for the Lancers. Lovelace gets it back. He'll have to pass this time. Looking for his pocket. He's going to try to slide. Looking for an outlet. Incomplete attempted target. Looked like it was going to be DeVerdi, but that one hit soil.
Lovelace has like amazing pocket awareness and pocket presence. If we can get this replay, you could see he gets the snap, and he knows defenders are coming from all directions. He moves forward and out for the opening, but pass was just too short. Just try getting it out.
The horn blows. The crowd feels it. It's 3rd and 11 for the Lancers. Lovelace looking to make something out of nothing. Stepping back, another pass play. He's going to take some distance with it. Breaking through, chased down by a couple of them. Couple of wrestlers on it.
Taken out of his loose. The Bears just ripped it from his hands.
Another forced fumble. And Bridgewater State comes up big, taking down Mike Lovelace.
We saw Jerry Niles get there first, so I was expecting a tackle from him, but no, I believe that's Brandon Albert with the forced fumble. It just rips it out of Lovelace's hands.
Alves is working around, and in the meantime, Albert makes him bobble it.
And Alves recovers it. Excellent defense, another scoreless drive. I was about to say the Bears looking for another scoreless drive, and they got it. Another turnover, and another turnover for Alves and Albert.
Tremendous stop, and with just under 5 to play in the third quarter, the shutout continues for the Bears defense. What a play. Taking over deep into Lancer territory. Cahoon, play action, quick dot to McCarthy. He's taken down for a gain of about 6.
McCarthy just an excellent threat on this team. Only a sophomore out of Braintree. Next season, in his junior season, looking to improve on his numbers, but he's already had great numbers so far.
So the word of the officials is they're going to hand him 5 yards on the play.
Couch still running.
Couch muscling his way through. Wanted 6 and ends up with a first down at the very least.
It's possibly getting 10, maybe 9 on that carry. But Adam Couch just, again, relentless. That's the word of the day, relentless. Just will not give up on the play. Gets down to the 6-yard line off of his carries.
First and goal to go. Couch trying to muscle in for 6.
And he gets it. Adam Couch with another touchdown.
Flag on the play real quick here at the end. We're going to see exactly what the call is. Sure looks an awful lot provisionally like Adam Couch muscled his way in for 6 more.
The refs are talking it over. If the play stands, that's another touchdown for Adam Couch. Another great game against Worcester State for Couch. Has career games against these teams.
Flag on the play, and we'll soon find out why.
Greg Kamara here calling out, I believe it's penalties on the defense and the offense. Looks like.
Everybody's been troublesome today. We'll find out.
Result of the play is a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Bridgewater number 25. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the ensuing kickoff. That is number 25's first unsportsmanlike foul.
So the touchdown holds. It's 30-0 Bridgewater.
Number 21, Adam
The guilty man is Jalen Kopecki, the tight end, who had a solid reception back in the first half. He gets slapped with his first unsportsmanlike conduct of the afternoon.
The Bears continuously make these lapses in judgments when they go and right when they give the ball back to the other team, they make a mistake and they get a penalty and they get good field position for Worcester State. Hopefully Worcester State, being down 31 points, can make something out of it and score another touchdown and end the scoreless drives and end the drought and the shutout from this Joe Varia defense.
Nazo bagged the extra point at the end there. As you see, we're running it back. That Adam Couch rushing touchdown. Muscles his way through the flesh for 6. 31-0 Bridgewater State.
James Cahoon very happy with this team.
And why would he not be? Dominant performance. 31-0 they lead the Lancers with 4:19 to play in the third. Worcester State needing at any point they possibly can to come together with something strong here on the offensive end. They're going to get better field position than they were thinking, of course. That penalty that was slapped on Kopecki, that's going to be assessed after kickoff.
Right before the kickoff, they're kicking it from the 20.
So they'll pin him back.
Now, towards the end of this game, we haven't really seen a carry from anyone else. But, Holmes has played pretty well so far. He has 3 yards on just 3 carries. Before that carry, he has 4 yards on 4 carries.
2nd and 9. Quick dot. Incomplete to Holmes.
And Holmes, again, as a target for this team. The offense might just go try to run through him probably for the rest of this game.
Bears defense threatening a 3rd and out. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for Lovelace and the Lancers offensive set. The snap. Lovelace dropping back, trying to slide his way through, avoids danger. Working around. He's dodging. He's putting his head through. Is that first down yardage?
I believe that is.
They're saying if it wasn't, it was darn close. He poked his head through. Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say that should be first down yardage.
Poked his helmet across, and Mike Lovelace hangs on to it.
It's an awesome spin move by Lovelace, and just finds the space and takes it for the first down. So much for a 3 and out for that Bears defense.
They call him Loveless, but he's got plenty of love for that run game. Handoff again to Holmes. He's going to muscle his way up for a little over half the down. Call that a gain of 6 or 7.
Well, his teammates surely love him. But Holmes again as the lead back now. Going to get most of the carries for this team. As he's probably doubled his yards in the game so far with that one run.
Nico Holmes, the sophomore from Mansfield, and for someone who's pretty new to this program, all things being relative, he's seeing a lot of contact here today. Flag on the play, and that's going to be a false start on Worcester.
False start. Offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Well, the naughty boy on the play is the offensive lineman, Ryan Justin, the senior from Fitchburg. Kicks him back a couple yards. That's probably going to be 2nd and 9.
That run for Holmes does more than double his yards for the game. Now it's 10, averaging 2 yards per carry.
2nd and 9. Lovelace dropping back, seemingly for another pass. He looks for a target. Incomplete.
As I believe dropped by Osei Sarpong. That's Dylan Hall, unfortunately. Fortunate drop for him.
Right here on the play, just couldn't get a good grip on it, could Dylan Hall. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Lancers.
Dylan Hall, 3 receptions, 30 yards.
Falling back again, big jump.
Steven Sylvia just running over the defense, getting airborne there.
Steve Sylvia comes from a ways south of here, Dighton, Mass, and he just jumped all the way back up to Bridgewater to interrupt that play.
Holy
smokes.
That is an athletic play. He knows he just did something awesome. Look at him.
This guy should be doing double athletics, long jump too. They could use some altitude like that. Certainly any team could. What a big hop by Steven Sylvia to throw Lovelace off balance, and the Lancers are forced to punt. Wow.
With a hurdle like that, you expect to be a running back.
Mr. Kangaroo, Steven Sylvia. That one is back, working his way around with it on the far side, and just along and out of bounds is going to roll Drew Donovan.
That was a great return, being able to stay in bounds for that long. It looked like he was going to come out, but he runs, takes it to his left, or guess his left, keeps running, stays upfield, tries to cut back in, but can't, gets out of bounds, right about the 31-yard line.
Couple of good dodges. Donovan's been helpful so far today for these Bears.
26. I'm bad at reading the field sometimes. That is clearly the 26-yard line, not the 31-yard line.
Math is hard sometimes. We're working from a bit of a distance here in the broadcast booth at Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University. Have I mentioned we're on the campus of Bridgewater State University? Fresh set of downs. Hand off to Couch, Kel Surprise. He's taken down after about maybe 2 yards.
That was Couch's 23rd carry of the game. That was his 25th touch of the game. There's two receptions for 20 yards. A big play at the beginning for 18 yards. That first down for the Bears.
Play action, big dot. And with a lot more than first down goes Daniel Akinsheye into Lancer territory. What a grab. Check this one out.
Daniel Akinsheye, a threat down the middle. Last week he scored a touchdown, at least one, running down the middle of the field. He's doing it again with another big reception down the middle.
Dan Akinsheye from Pawtucket, and the Ocean State man goes sailing to put the Bears in Worcester State territory. Another play action. That one is incomplete, a little bit too high for Nocera, and a flag on the play. It looked like some extracurricular afterwards.
With that one play, Akinsheye becomes the third leading receiver for this Bears team on the day with 35 yards.
Might have been a personal foul. Looked like Nocera took a little bit of a shove after the miss. We're going to see in just a moment exactly what the folks in black and white think.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 66.
Oh.
5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Tisk. So it's a Bears issue. Ineligible man downfield. That ineligible man downfield is number 66, Alexander Byron, the senior from Tiverton.
Those penalties usually occur when you've run pass options where the offense is expecting you to run, but you pass it. You can't be on the field if you're passing it.
1st and 15 for Bridgewater.
This looks to be a run, but I was wrong last time.
Couch is posted, certainly next to. No play action. You got me again. Long ball, big grab.
And it's Akinsheye.
Holy cow! Dan Akinsheye puts the Bears all the way in the red zone with a huge catch.
And again, within the hash marks, down the middle of the field, Akinsheye is a menace. Who you used to cover this man? He's uncoverable.
The Ocean Stater is a tsunami in this quarter. Big drive, handoff to Couch. This time he's going to work his way around.
Couch lowering the shoulder. Couch lowering the shoulder, get a few extra yards. It's 24th carry of this game.
He can't keep getting away with this.
After that play, Akinsheye, 73 yards on 3 receptions. He's leading this team so far today.
2nd and 5 from the 6. Bears looking to close this one up and close this drive up now. Second and 6. Movement man is Donovan. Cahoon, handoff to Couch. He's
Another
working his way
touchdown.
around. He's muscling. Did they stop him or did he break? Bears sure think he broke. So did the Zebras. 6 more for Adam Couch. 6 more for the Bridgewater State Bears.
It's his 3rd touchdown of the day. He matched his numbers from last game, at least in terms of scores, with 3 touchdowns. I knew as soon as he got he got the touch and he went to the right, that was going to be a touchdown. Look, no one is over there on the right side. He has one guy to beat and just powers right through him and gets pushed forward and reaches for the end zone. Excellent play by Adam Couch. Great heads-up play. He's now 163 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Just short of his yards from last time, but equaling his touchdowns. Excellent, excellent, excellent for Adam Couch.
Nazo, the extra point is good, and dare I say it, with a second left in the 3rd, the Bears have put this one pretty much out of reach. 38-0 Bridgewater State at just about the end of 3.
Barring a miracle, this should be a Bears win. Just an excellent effort on both sides of the ball for the Bears. The Worcester State has no answer for the Bears.
Drake will handle the kickoff again, this time at the 35. No penalty after this drive. And Worcester State starting to run out of answers here at Swenson Field. 38-0 Bridgewater.
The question is this the last we've seen of Mike Lovelace, or does he stay in?
Well, Worcester's next man up presumably would be Ayotte. He filled in for a snap when Lovelace's helmet came off during a play. Big boot to O'Brien. O'Brien rolling up, rolling around. A few different people want a piece of him. And he goes down at about the 32.
O'Brien very elusive there. And that is the 4th quarter.
3 quarters are in the books, 1 more to go. And the Bears have absolutely eaten. 38-0 Bridgewater State with just 15 minutes to go here at Swenson Field.
A marching band looking to pick up their instruments, do something probably. Cheerleaders about to put on a show. They're playing Bad Bunny on the PA and trying not to sing along.
Even in Division III, we have all the pageantry and showmanship and certainly talent that comes with, you know, other levels of the game. Certainly we celebrate the sportsmanship and the athleticism and the hard work here at Bridgewater State as well. Certainly I know that goes for every program, every school in the MASCAC and beyond.
Watching athletes play is a gift that we get to watch. Is Mike Lovelace still in at quarterback? But it's very enjoyable to watch athletes play.
Lovelace grabs, play action. He's going to step back. Dot is, that could have been close. Looked like that was incomplete. That was very, very, very close.
Diving for it there.
The grab was just a little bit outside the reach of Dion Osei-Sarpong.
Osei-Sarpong. Excellent dive and attempt there. He's definitely been a threat for this, an offensive threat for this team with 4 receptions and 38 yards.
Osei-Sarpong, a big reception grabber for the Lancers. 2nd and 10.
Sarpong with his pink gloves.
Handoff to Mells. Rolling up. Stopped pretty quickly by Albert on the play.
And Mells, with this run, becomes the sole leader in yards for this game for Worcester State.
And Brendan Albert, of course, just a brick wall, putting him down there on the play. 3rd and 8 for Worcester State. I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
You're spitting bars up here. Just be a rapper. You considered it?
Where's my deal, man? Where's my deal? Lovelace stepping back. Danger, Will Robinson. Big sack. Almost. Albert can't pull him down, but who can? It's Anton Vasquez.
Brandon Albert was there. They'll both get credited with at least half a sack, at least they should. Albert was there.
One lineman simply wasn't enough. Albert comes over here, and Lovelace somehow stays up. But Anton Vasquez, the junior from the Haunt, played his high school ball at Swampscott, comes back over and reminds him the North Shore has something to say. Huge loss for Worcester State.
They're going to punt it, which after a play like that, you're almost embarrassed to try to go for it. You got to punt it here. That is 4th and 31.
Punter's going to be Kyle Wall. It's a boot. Quickly to Donovan. Oh, face mask.
Face mask.
That could not have been more obvious.
That did not look good for, I believe that's Donovan. That looked painful almost.
Donovan up on his feet, thankfully seemingly all right, but that was pretty blatant.
It'll be interesting to see who comes in at quarterback if his day is over or if he gets to continue playing.
I would imagine at a minimum that's going to put the Bears.
Personal foul. Face mask. team. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st down, Bridgewater.
So Bears will indeed get to start in Lancer territory after that pretty tough face mask.
They're well into their own territory. That is great field position for the Bears, who are threatening to score again. And ouch, yikes! Nearly takes the helmet off.
Looks like that was Legere.
Mouthpiece certainly comes off. Cahoon's still in. That's Donovan.
Quick dot to Donovan, working his way up along the side. A little bit shy. Takedown is Peterson.
Donovan's faking out tacklers there, but gets taken down, as you see here. Short pass, cuts in, cuts back out, gets down after getting 5 yards.
Donovan, like we mentioned, just a freshman. One of these young bucks seeing a whole lot of action and making the most of it for sure. 2nd and 5 for Bridgewater State. Cahoon, handoff, that's going to be Wright. Trying to poke his way up a bit for a couple. Isaiah Wright, the sophomore from Worcester. A couple of Central Mass, Valley guys on this squad, most notably Wright, the sophomore out of Burncoat.
One thing we haven't really mentioned today is how dominant of a game James Cahoon has had. 270 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lost a fumble earlier, but here he is again.
Play action, he's going to run himself.
I believe he dove and tried to get the 1st down. He might have been just short. But uncharacteristic of him to run it, but he does anyways. He decides, no, I'm going to keep it. He tries to dive safely and get close to that 1st down, make it more manageable for himself and his teammates. It's now 4th and 1.
So he picks up a couple. See if they go for it here. Looks like they will. Cahoon seems like he's not making any moves toward the side. Donovan's going to roll his way back into the play.
Isaiah Wright in the backfield.
And Donovan pretty much by himself. We'll see how this unfolds. 4th and 1, and whistles are blowing the play dead. That's a flag.
Full stop. Offense, number 25. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Bears offense going to take the scenic way to a 4th down conversion. They lose a few yards on the false start.
I believe at this point, I mean, you go for it, you have nothing to lose, but you also are the lead, 38 points. You might as well show some respect and take a punt here. But it looks like the Bears are going to go for it or try to draw Worcester State offside, but I don't think that's going to really happen.
4th and 6. Bears looking for another 4th down conversion.
I can shade motion.
Stepping back. Cahoon looking for the pass, airing it out.
And it's caught.
Big completion. That's Nocera with a huge grab to move the chains. Michael Nocera with another huge grab. He's got a receiving touchdown in the game already. And he's going to earn the Bears a fresh set of downs.
Strange call to go there on 4th down when you're up 38 points. But, you know, I respect it. I respect the hustle from Coach Varia and the offense.
Takedown man for the Lancers was Kevin Burns, the senior from Ashland. 1st and 10. Cahoon dropping back.
It's going to be a deep pass. He's looking for the end zone.
He's getting closed in on, interrupted on the way to Nocera.
It was knocked away by number 14, Noah Peterson, the senior out of Lunenburg, Mass.
Peterson's been a one-man defensive line for the Lancers so far today. If there's been a big play, chances are he's made it. And that's a helpful stop there. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bears.
Peterson staying in. Looked like he was about to leave, but he stays back in. This looks like it could be another end zone shot here for the Bears.
Don't know what Cahoon's thinking. Play action. He's thinking deep.
And it's a
Donovan
touchdown.
Rolling in. 6 more.
I knew it was going to be an end zone shot. Donovan had the steps. He had the separation. He was able to take it all the way to the house. Drew Donovan. Excellent play.
Give the young gun some. 6 points in the fingers of Drew Donovan. And the Bears are absolutely doing whatever they please on the offensive end.
It's truly amazing what this Bears offense has been able to do, not only today, but this whole season, as Cahoon is over 300 yards on the day. 302 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Nazo, another extra point coming up. He came correct. 45-0. Bridgewater State with 10:20 to go in the game. Wow.
In the only last 2 games, James Cahoon with 9 touchdowns in 2 games. That is very impressive.
Cahoon putting on quite the resume. We said earlier, if I can dig up my notes here, Cahoon's got some records under his belt. One of the best quarterbacks in Division III right now, tied for 11th. Here it is, 11th coming into this game in all of Division III, all of it. In passing touchdowns, he's tied for 18th in the game in points responsible for, 25th in passing yards, tied for 44th in points responsible for. Well, hang on, we got a couple here. But he's 44th in pass efficiency. The stats speak for themselves. He is tough.
He also, at least for the school, Bridgewater State, he's the first quarterback to throw 6 touchdowns. That is a record in a single game. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks this program has seen, especially since the 80s.
Kickoff there. Oh, O'Brien's going to let that one roll into the end zone to start at the 25. And notably, not sure, certainly not a testament to any bad job. He hasn't done a bad job today, Cahoon. But interesting to see on the Bears sideline some casual warm-ups, nothing serious, but some casual tossing warm-ups by his next in command, SP Pagano, the junior from North Carolina, played his high school ball in Connecticut. Devoted Panthers fan. I did some Googling on him a few days ago. Very much ride or die for Carolina, loves NC. He's going to be next up if and when Cahoon gets a breather, and he's already doing some light tossing around.
For a second there, on the broadcast, we saw previously injured Mike Garofalo as his catch is caught for a first down for the Worcester State. He was vibing to the music while on his crutches, but very, very good to see him having fun despite the injury. And here's the catch again.
Brody Jacques, the pair of hands, taking that one in. Sophomore from Rehoboth. relatively local guy, Southeast Mass guy, coming back home more or less. Rolling up, Ayotte trying to run it himself. He gets stifled about halfway through the down. I'd call that a gain of 5 on the play if you count forward motion.
These quarterbacks for Worcester State, they love to run. All of them with several rushing attempts. Look almost like are you watching Army Navy? What is this?
Cam Ayotte, the freshman, seeing some minutes here in what has, I'll be frank, become a losing effort for the Lancers. Not much of a gain at all there, maybe a yard on the play. But it's still good. Certainly that's not Cam Ayotte's fault. None of these failings are Mr. Ayotte's fault. And it's good to see this kind of opportunity in this program and any program for a player to develop, especially Ayotte in his first year with this squad. It's a good chance for him to get some reps, get some real in-game reps, see some serious action, and prepare for what's coming his way. Maybe next year, certainly the quarterback room is going to be a little bit thinner. Williams is a grad student. Don't know how much longer he'll be with this program.
Another run for Ayotte. Ayotte saying at 6'2", definitely one of the tallest quarterbacks on this roster.
He's got altitude. Tallest quarterback
tied
on
with
the roster. Yeah.
Tied with Aiden Bean at 6'2", but
Yeah.
Aiden Bean a few pounds heavier.
4th and 2. They're going to go for it. Ayotte feeling lucky. He'll slip. How lucky does he feel? How lucky does he feel? Is that a first down? We're going to find out. He ran into the poor sucker holding up the sign.
I believe he is short. He crossed the line after he already went out of bounds. He's just short of the first down, but at this point you got to go for it. See what Ayotte's got in him.
That's something we've seen a lot of from this Worcester State offense so far today. When they get pushed into 4th down situations, especially from, say, the second quarter on, they've just been assertive. They're saying you only live once. Let's go for it. Try the first. Try to convert. Sometimes it's gone well. A lot of times it's gone less than well. Bears are going to take over, forcing the turnover on downs with 8:20 left in the game.
The question is who's coming in at quarterback for the Bears. It looks like SP Pagano.
SP Pagano, who if you've ever had a look at his profile on the Bears website, he's got some long flowing locks. He's got quite a mop on his head.
Junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Long way from home for him.
Handoff to Dimitri for a gain of about 5. First contact today for Greg Dimitri, the running back from North Reading.
Number 34, Dimitri on the carry.
Greg Dimitri had at least a touchdown last week.
They're going to give him 4.
I believe he also had a touchdown against Worcester State last time they played. I'd have to verify that.
Pagano, another guy who has seen limited action so far with the Bears this year. Presumably going to see more play action. That one, not sure if it was incomplete. Looks like it was incomplete.
Incomplete. The defender doesn't even look like he wants to pretend he even caught that.
That was Chris West who broke it up.
Excellent play,
West, a grad student, also from Worcester. Local guy playing for the local team. Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Bears. But as I was saying, Pagano, he's a junior with this program, has seen limited time so far this year, presumably because of Cahoon's presence. Snap is a little bit high. He decides to run it himself. He's working through for a first down. SP Pagano, wowza.
SP Pagano, definitely more of a runner than Cahoon. We wouldn't see Cahoon try something like that, but SP Pagano, he's like, this is my team now. Well, he runs it.
I'll correct you there. We may see Cahoon try something like that. We may not see it work so effectively. Pagano just pokes a hole in the defensive line and gets a fresh set of downs. But as I was saying before I interrupted myself for the second time, Pagano has seen limited time so far this year with this program, but he's someone who's going to be seeing a lot more of it next year, presumably unless Cahoon sticks around as a grad student. He's a senior this year. Pagano, as he hands off to Dimitri, flag flies on the play. We'll see what that is after all the flesh comes to a stop. But Pagano seemingly going to be seeing a lot more time in charge of this offensive line next year. And this is another one of those moments, same with Ayotte. That kind of development is extremely helpful. That kind of real-time in-game development is a huge asset. I think it goes without saying.
More than 5 men in the backfield. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Bears had too many men in their backfield. That's trouble. And they're going to lose 5 yards and run this thing back.
Although I believe that he used the wrong hand signal for that call. It looked like he did false start, but it was illegal formation. The Bears, I don't think that really matters for you. 5 yards, you can get that back in one play. This Bears offense has been unstoppable, so even with their backups in.
1st and 15 from the Lancer 38, excuse me. Another handoff. Dimitri poking his way in. Makes up the penalty yardage.
Greg Dimitri, definitely a threat, a very sneaky threat, because he doesn't get a lot of play time. But when he does get play time, he is good. He's a great player. Usually comes in with the backups, but even then,
yeah,
for a backup, he plays very well.
Yeah, Dimitri, a helpful workhorse for this Bears offensive line. Good to step in on a moment's notice. 2nd and 8. Movement man is Gilzine Tucker. Pagano keeps it himself yet again, but he's going to get stood up, moved back. We'll see where they end up calling him down if they hand him the forward progress.
Pagano with the keeper.
Pagano again with the run. He definitely loves to run it. They definitely run more design runs with him.
They're going to give him 4. Wow. He got a little bit more out of that than I thought. He's getting bang for his buck out there, is SP Pagano. And it brings up 3rd and 4.
At 6 foot 190, SP Pagano more built to run than, say, James Cahoon, but definitely is lethal on the ground as well as in the air.
He's a lean, mean rushing machine. 3rd and 4, handoff to Dimitri. He's getting swallowed up pretty quickly. And that'll bring up 4th and about 2.
The question is are the Bears going to go for it again like they did that last drive?
I'll be honest, this late in the game, less than 5 minutes to play. Less than 5 to play, up 45-0. I can't get into Varia's head. Sorry, I mispronounced it again. Please forgive me. Now, I am not in the head of head coach Joe Varia. I am not in the head of OC Renee Moyen. I'd go for it. I'd say what the heck. I'm feeling myself today. Today's a really nice afternoon here at Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University. SP Pagano feels the same way. He hands that one off to the tight end, Bastone, and they pick up the yardage.
But that was Trevor
Nunes.
That was Trevor Nunez.
Nunes, the running back, who is 20 pounds lighter than Enzo Bastone, the tight end. Nunes, the running back, 185 pounds out of East Falmouth. And the Cape guy muscles his way through for a first down. We just slipped under 4 to play.
I believe it is Nunez out the back, but he is...
Nunes? I'm going for the European pronunciation. Nunes. The continental. 1st and 10. Pagano, another handoff to Nunes. However you may render it, he picks up about 1 yard on the play.
The Bears have a lot of depth at running back. You know, every time we see these backups come in, they play astonishingly well. Nunes wearing a weird number for a running back, number 88, but you know it's.
Yeah, he's the only running back in the 80s.
Yeah,
he's definitely a number one. Certainly, he's in his element on the field right now, but he's a little bit out of his element in terms of number placement.
The only running back in the 80s for either team.
Notable presence. Still on field. Looks like Drew Donovan, who's caught a touchdown already today. Another handoff to Nunes. He's going to work his way up for a few more. Very interesting to see a guy like Donovan, who's already seen a lot of action on the field today, sticking it out there.
Which is another great run by Nunes. Once he gets to the outside, the only thing that's going to stop him are the defenders.
3rd and 4. Bears with just about 2.5 to play in the game. You can pretty much put a fork in this one, but they're not going to stop fighting. 3rd and 4. Nunes posted right next to Pagano once again.
Potentially another run or play action.
It's another handoff. And Nunes is taken down well short.
Possibly a loss of a yard or so for Nunes. And another injured player, this time for Worcester State. This is not the time in the game where you want to be dealing with injuries. You don't want to be dealing. Let me clarify. You don't want to be dealing with injuries at all.
Certainly.
But especially not when you're down 45-0 with almost 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Looks unfortunately like another leg issue. Unfortunately, not the first one we've seen today.
Possibly the third, even.
If I got a good look at the number, I believe that's the linebacker, number 24, Joe Plath. The junior from Mansfield, looked like a 24. You see here, one of the first victims of a leg injury today, Mike Garafola.
You see both of them talking to each other today. That's Lookman on the bench.
Garafola and the gentleman with whom he just sat down, as you mentioned, Lookman Balogan, who also took a leg injury. Commiserating over their shared lower body extremity misfortune.
We have Lookman's been Balogan has been sitting on the couch, been sitting on this bench for a while.
Bench, right.
The bench, yeah.
We'll get to the word eventually. Shortly.
Eventually, yeah. But Garafola,
so I was misreading the number, and the injured man on the play, I hate to interrupt you, was not, I want to say, Plath. That was, in fact, Wafik Alakis, the defensive lineman from Lebanon. Played his high school ball here in the States, went to Durfee.
Coach Ferrer, very happy. I'm not going to make the joke this time. He's very happy with how this team has gone. If they keep playing bad bunting on this PA, I might break, but we are 2 minutes remaining in this game.
So Alakis is helped off the field. 4th and 5 for the Bears. Looks like they're going to go for it. Yes, indeed. Pagano's out there, well established. We're going to start rolling. He's feeling a pass play.
And
what he's not feeling is accurate on the play, and he misses an attempted pass to Nunes. And the Bears do something we really haven't seen today, turn it over on downs.
They turn it over on downs for the Bears at a point in time of the game where it doesn't really matter what you do on offense anymore. You've already had the game sealed, barring some insane miracle that is unprecedented.
Hey man, you never know. You never know. The one thing that I love about sports, something that I really truly love about sports, something that draws me to broadcasting, something that draws me to the game, is it's always changing. There's always a variable that can move on you. Until it's all zeros on the clock and the two scores are different, you cannot rule anyone out. Not at all. The quarterback there, or would-be quarterback, is Melkus Shabo, the senior from Paxton. Throws a wobbler on the play and is incomplete.
Especially something we learned here in New England back in 2017. Unless the clock says 0, the game's not over. Especially
correction, Hill, not Shabo, Hill.
Especially the game of football, but
number 13, Adam Hill from Lunenburg.
Bad snap, but there's a flag calling the play dead anyways.
Ball stop. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
It's not very often a false start is bailing you out, but here we see the false start bailing out the team after that snap went into the air for Worcester State.
So 2nd and 15. Lancers are looking for something, anything, just to keep this from being a shutout. Another flag on the play.
Whoa, big hit there by number 19. That is Andre Domond.
Handoff was to the freshman running back, Caden Constant from Leominster.
There's another flag. As soon as the ball was snapped, there was a flag. At this point in the game, you want to get something. You can't keep going. You can't get penalized. Here's Greg Camara with it.
Let's see.
Illegal participation defense. 12 men during the play. 3-yard penalty from the previous spot that results in a 1st down.
Bears got sloppy and had too many men on the field.
You see Andre Domond counting the players on the field. Like, what are you talking about? That wasn't 12. Yeah, I mean, it's not what you expect at this time of the game.
Domond, the grad student from Cambridge, looking for some accountability. Cambridge certainly a hub of math and science, and he's crunching the numbers there. Hill airs it out and misses badly, incomplete on the play. The nearest receiver to him maybe was number 81, Matt Jabot, the freshman from Burrillville, Rhode Island, but it landed well short of him.
If you're Worcester State, you want to maybe get points on the board here. But you want to at least try to get something going.
Oh, absolutely. Certainly, no matter how far down you are in any match, with very few exceptions, you want to fight to the end. Handoff. There's trouble.
This program wants to see what they have for the rest of the season, probably for the next few years. But garbage time is a time where you try to do something. See what you have.
Good time to develop freshmen. The man with the pigskin on that play was himself a freshman. The running back Syer James from Stratford, Connecticut.
They call it garbage time, but sometimes garbage is good. One man's trash, another man's treasure.
Third and
pulling at straws here.
3rd and 11. Hill's going to run with it himself. He's trying to direct traffic. While he does it, pass is
excellent sideline catch.
Is that even complete? Did he complete?
If he's in bounds, it's a completion.
Let's have a look-see at this. So Hill does this kind of thing, turns off the light switch for a moment as he tries to get somebody to space out. It is complete. He hits another quarterback. His receiver is a listed quarterback, number 12, Melky Shabo, the senior from Paxton. Well, I'll be darned.
At this point, you're at the bottom of your depth chart. But excellent play. Another run. Maybe good enough for the first down, and I think they're giving it to a first down. 46 seconds remain.
Really quickly stopped. That was Constant again.
Constant, it's constant. Constantly getting a first down.
1st and 10. Just about half a minute to play. Lancers are looking to put anything on the board.
Possibly a deep shot here.
Presumably their final drive. Big shot, big grab. Holy smokes, quite the fetch by Matt Jabot.
They don't call me Nostradamus for nothing. I called it a big pass. That's what they did. They got a big play right there.
They're working with more urgency than I think we've seen from them so far today.
That was a beautiful spiral, a beautiful pass there by Hill.
1st and 10 in Bears territory. They're going to start at the Bridgewater 43. Hill incomplete. That went off the fingers of Shabo.
There's the play again. That was just too high. That was pass was a bit wobbly. Couldn't really get a handle on it.
Offense, number 61. 10-yard penalty remains first down.
And it won't matter anyways, as it's holding.
That's Matt Noonan, the offensive lineman from Salem.
Question is, what do they do for the remainder of this game? 21 seconds left. You assume they're going to take deep shots like they did before, but that was like a low mid pass there.
1st and 20. The Lancers are back in their own territory, starting at their 53. Handoff. Ooh. That went capital and nowhere. Logan Sylvester, the grad student from Swansea, gets absolutely stonewalled.
And that might be the final play of this game as the clock continues to tick down. 5 seconds.
And what a game it was. As we hit all zeros, Bears come away with their 3rd MASCAC victory of the year. They now sit 3-1 in the conference. And perhaps most crucially, they now sit at 500 in their season-wide standings.
It is a 4-quarter shutout for the Bears defense. Or 8-quarter shutout, I should say.
Huge performance. James Cahoon lights them up on the offensive end with plenty of help from guys like Adam Couch and the whole crew. And the Bears defense, with a couple of huge plays and a whole lot of hard work in between, gets the job done. Your final score here at Swenson Field on the campus of Bridgewater State University: Bears 45, Lancers 0. What a fantastic game, a much-needed rebound after 3 straight losses to start the year for the Bears. They've now come away with 3 straight wins. Momentum is certainly turning. The energy is about to shift, you might say. Big win for Bridgewater State to get to 500 and 3-1 in the conference. Again, your final score here at Swenson Field: Bears 45, Lancers of Worcester State 0. Thanks for joining us here on the Bears Sports Network on BTV for some exciting MASCAC football action. I'm Matt Donahue.
And I'm David Souza.
It's been a great day here at Swenson Field. We look forward to seeing you here again. And remember that every day is a great day to be a Bear. Take care.